money. Everything has to be ready. How are you all doing? Today we continue the topic of success habits. Then we're going to go through all those quickly and then get to the money. Those of you who don't know why I talk about money, it's because of this book, The Cash Flow Quadrant, by Robert Kiyosaki. I read it every Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you come the videos that I have every Tuesday and Wednesday, then if you watch them during the week, then on Friday you come here, you could win some money. You'll see, we're going to win money. So it's not so hard. All you have to do is come Tuesday and Wednesday or later. Make sure you watch them before Friday. Before I come live, you watch the 2 videos. Right now we are on videos. We watched 81 and 82 are the ones I recorded. So next week it will be 83 and 84. That will be the questions will come from only those 2 videos. So you win, you answer a question correctly, you see money showing up in your phone. Or you can use these debit card, these cards I have. If you don't want money in your phone, I can send you numbers. You can go shopping. Okay, we'll come to that next. First of all, we have to talk about the habits. We covered habits. By the way, how are you? Did I say how are you? I'm doing a lot. You can see me good, right? You can see all of me, I'm assuming. But I'm closer today. I can see the same. I made it closer today. I had moved that camera. Hopefully it's fine. Being too close. Okay. Fine, madam. Am I too close? Do you see a difference? Normally I'm a bit far. The camera is closer today. Is it okay? Can we move on? The lighting is good. Okay, let me go through this list really quickly, assuming all of you are still here. I have a new person, Z Media. What's your name? You are new in my community. Welcome. Janet, welcome. Simon, welcome. Z Media, tell me what's your name. Moonlight, welcome. Mr. James, Salma, Geoffrey, Ashraf, Casey, Miss Casey. Oh, nice to see you. Naim, welcome. Julie, Chaz, Geoffrey, I saw Geoffrey already. But you see, when I leave it going without me coming yet, I'm hoping that you're going to have conversations. Because when I come, I take over. But you can talk to people. You can check on each other. You say, how are you doing? How is over there? Continue to chat. I put it for you. Please, next time you come on a live, when it's a premiere, even a premiere, as you wait, just have conversation, please. And then Charles, Geoffrey, Doreen, Ashraf. That's the same Ashraf. Sandra, same Charles, same Geoffrey, Jody, I said those. Let's see, Naim. And Musa Rwanga, that's a new one in this chat. Musa, welcome. I have 2 new people here. So far. And you know, getting my chat is actually a privilege. You have to be a subscriber. If you are not a subscribed member, you cannot chat. We are mean here. We are only kind to our own. Actually, that's a bad joke. My daughter thinks I don't know how to joke. That's a bad joke, but seriously, when you want to participate, please subscribe to the channel, support it. This message is important. I believe it so much. So, success habits. We covered this topic last week. Let me see what we covered. I had a long list, and I did it with the help of my friend at regionweek.com. You know me, I'm not an expert. I just share things, I add in my 2 cents. I go to the experts, I get the knowledge. So, and then I add in what I think. So we got the points. Last time we covered the following. We said stay up to date. Keep if you want to see the one we did last week, I put in the description. Those are the things that keep me late. I'm late. I have to set everything up. So in the description, the video from last week is in there. If you want to know what we covered stay up to date. Always be up to date, including the news, especially the big news, the headlines. Then we said surround yourself with people who support what you do, especially partners, husband, wife, those people close to you. Be supportive people. Then we said, I think, did we say that? Stay focused on one thing. I think we covered that. And we said, some time to relax. And all of you declared here in the chat what you do to relax. And I remember Fred saying, how long does it take to relax? He said, as long as it takes. I said, what? That's too long. Okay, then we said, get enough time to sleep. Some people put in the chat, they sleep 4 hours. I said, that's dangerous. Even me, I sleep very little, but I put in maybe 5. So we said, please sleep more. And then what else? So today, actually, I'm not going to go back to Region Week. I'm going to use my own because I have my own. The ones I talk about a lot, especially for people in my Facebook group. And that's what I'm adding today. And then if we miss something and you think it's really, really important, I'm going to ask you to contribute to tell me what you think we are missing. Okay? So I think, but today there's something I'm going to add. From Region Week, it's called the regionweek.com. They have what they call quotes. I thought those were nice quotes. Remind me if I forget to read them. You know, my mind moves fast speed. So if I forget to read those comments, remind me the quotes, but after the habits. I'm going to read the quotes. Those quotes they're very, very good. Okay. Remember, I said, with everything we do, please, let's remember why. Why we are doing it. Why are you doing it? I mean the bigger picture, not just the money, the bigger thing. Why do you want to get better? Why do you want to make more money? Why do you, like the deeper thing? When you come in my motivational messages, I talk about the why. It's deeper. The why is deeper. It will keep you going when you don't feel like going. It keeps me here every single day. Some of you may get tired of me. I'm here daily. I'm everywhere daily. So I'm getting more daily everywhere. You see me? You see me because I'm taking it to another level. You see me everywhere daily because of my why. My why is to share what I know, and this knowledge that I know can change people's lives. Something, a tip, just one tip. You could change just one thing and your life could change. So I'll keep talking. I'll keep talking. So remember your why. So that's the base. Always. Why? Every morning. Why? So why? Once you know that why is deeper, then when other people are talking negative, when other people are saying, "Oh, you can't do that," you just keep going because you know inside what your why is. So then always I say be grateful. Be grateful because being grateful is going to keep you positive. When you're a positive person, a grateful person, you're going to be a positive person. Always look at those who have less than you have, but always try to work and get to the top, but still remember those. And please share. You know, now I'm just talking. It's like motivation, but I keep putting the points. Share the little you have with those who don't have because you are grateful. You say, you know what? I'm grateful. I have a job. It's not paying me enough, but at least I have a job. Then share with the one who doesn't have any. The little we had a topic here of sharing, and we say, do you share only after you have finished all your problems, or you need to share whatever from whatever you have? You know, the Christians, I'm not a Christian, they have this tithing, they say 10%. Some people cut, they say 10%, although it's really high. We know Muslims, they say, in fact, 2.5, and that for Muslims, actually at the end of the year, what's left, what you have saved for the whole year is what you give. There is what we call just giving, but the must one is 2.5, and also it's at the end of the year, like every year. But the Christians, they say, when you get a paycheck, get off the 10%. I feel it's a little bit high, especially if 10% is high for any amount. So it's everywhere. Every religion talks about it. Share so you help out the one who doesn't have. You may not have finished all your problems, but at least you have something. So sharing is a good habit. Being grateful, that we call that, or you said you can have a gratitude journal. You write in the morning and evening what you're grateful for. I made you do that last week. We're here. And then I'm about to ask you to participate. Have some quiet time. Remember we said relax time? And people said movies, or so many people said so many things, what you do to relax. But how about quiet time? Do you have quiet time? I'm with you now in the chat. Does any of you consider quiet time, having quiet time, as an important habit? Because for me, and I'm sorry but that I keep talking about religion here, I hope you don't mind it. I think for us, the way God made us like pray 5 times a day, he was actually talking about quiet time. He was putting in quiet time for us, because that's the time when you are quiet, and then we do dhikrs for Muslims who don't mind me mentioning. That's quiet time. That moment is so special, and you see how we do it. You have to do it in the morning. You have to do it before you sleep. It's like very, very important. So tell me, what do you do? Do you have quiet time? And if you have quiet time, what do you do in the quiet time? Do you just sit quiet? What do you do? Others would say meditation. They'll call it meditation. So please, it's an important habit of being quiet. So let me see. Who has quiet time scheduled in their day that you say quiet and connect with yourself? Quiet time in the chat. Please chat. Anyone has quiet time? I'm not seeing anyone in the chat. Please put, do you have quiet time in your life? Okay, what do you do? I do this when I'm quiet. Or it could be like me, I just said, prayer, I think prayer, because all you have to do is make it longer. Like that time after praying, you stay longer, you stay quiet longer. It connects you with yourself. You know when it says self, self is actually your soul, inside, the you. Forget about the body, but the you. If you are not connected yourself with yourself, that is soul, actually, I don't think you appreciate life. You see life very differently, especially people who have young children. I realized this, I think, when I came, I know about prayer, right? But this quiet time, I understood it more when I came to America. I used to drive. Like I used to listen to country music. When I was driving, I used to work in the morning, I put country music on. Okay, now, in this time and age, instead of listening to music, I would put maybe an audio book or something, because I'm into personal development, a lot of stuff is going. So I can't waste time on I call it waste time. I can't drive a whole hour just listening to music. I can't. I have to be listening to something else, an audio book or see. But the value I learned was to be quiet. So what I did, I decided to just be quiet. I cut off the radio. I'll drive quiet. And I realized something so important. I don't put on, except for those audios like I just told you, I cannot put music on. It's just me though. But because when you have children in the house, you never have quiet time. People talk about locking themselves in a bathroom just to have a quiet moment. There's no quiet time. Loud everywhere. You don't connect with yourself. So let me see what you have in the chat. What do you do? Quiet? Let me see. Me, I do. What do you do in your quiet time? Zuleika, welcome. I didn't see you before. Hello, Senga. It's good. Oh, who is this? Sky Social Center. Who is this? It's a good feeling learning from you. The Kayemba Serada. Oh, Kayemba Serada is here. I didn't know about this Sky Social Center. Come here. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I was about to check on you because of something you mentioned. Listen to gospel song. Yes, but that's not quiet time. Miss Julie, I'm talking about quiet, like in prayer. In prayer could be considered quiet, but after, for Muslims, after you finish the prayer, what you do after, what we call dhikr, that would be like quiet time, meditation. Other people call it meditation time, like repeat something maybe quietly, but a song, I feel like, I don't think that's quiet time. What do you think? Let me first read all of them. For those of you who watch this later, I interact with my people. I like it. Okay. I listen to gospel songs. It's good, but I think that would have gotten the time we discussed last time. What do you feel to relax? Maybe, but I'm talking quiet time today. It's so important. Yes, but that media, you didn't tell me your name. I'm still calling you that. Please tell me your name. Yes, the mornings for meditation, yoga, prayer. Yes, affirmation, Bible reading. Yes, all that. Quiet time. Connect with your soul. Okay. Like I get possessed and I don't talk the whole day and I just stay in the house thinking about me. No, I don't like that one, Geoffrey. No. The whole day. No. We want a productive day. We want this quiet time to get you moving. But no, I don't like that, Geoffrey. I think we're gonna create something else for you. Then prayer. Yes. Long supplication after Salah. Yes. And but when you say prayer, I think prayer is not enough, because prayer, you're speaking. But I'm talking about what comes when you're still, when you sit still. I think the dhikr, that's, you feel different. You feel connected. Okay, let's see. Geoffrey, whoa, country music. I'm like, hey, I like country, but that was a long time ago, not now. Country music for me was like 25 years ago. I don't do it now. I use it mostly when I have a problem, not daily. Okay, try doing it daily, Charles. Try doing it daily. Daily, quiet, especially in the morning, and in the night before you sleep. Take a moment to be quiet and reflect. But also, that's when, for me, in that moment, that's when I use my gratitude journal. Remember, I talked about being grateful? In that moment, if you took a moment, time to write down what you are grateful about, what you are happy for, or happy in this moment, and in the life in general, and what happened. Remember, I said gratitude journal, it's better do it morning and evening. So in the morning, you start off by saying, I'm happy, I'm alive, I have a home, I have like my children, I'm happy, I'm healthy. All those basic things you can see, you can all that. Then in the evening, you come back and then say you are grateful for what happened in that day. What happened? When I first learned this, Oprah was teaching it. He said, something as simple as eating a good meal. You can write that down because it keeps you being positive. That's a goal. And from the preachings, God, when you stay grateful, He gives you more things to be grateful about. That's a habit I want all of you to practice. You see a difference. You can't look at the negative. You focus on the positive. Focus on the positive. We say, I don't know today why I'm talking Islam too much. We have where they say that when a bad thing happens, a good one is close by. So which means even when you are in the worst of times, like losing someone you love, there is something hidden there that's good. So always look for by the way, this is hard for me. That's a habit that's bad for me because of my not easy for me because of my personality. I like to balance things out. I'm always thinking of the other side. And people who know me say I tend to focus more on the half full, half empty. Do you know the saying? Seeing a glass half full or half empty. Okay, they give you a glass. It has water, half. What do you see? By the way, I'm going to ask that. Let me first finish it. I'm going to ask you half full, half empty. I use it mostly when problem, not daily. Yes, I have. Good. I'm still asking for media. Then media, what's your name? Watching gospel song. That's not being quiet. We're talking about being quiet. Yes, I do have it besides the prayer. Sometimes I keep quiet and talk about how my future would be using my inner voice. Oh, that's good. That's vision. You are visualizing. You are visualizing, Khalid. You are visualizing because you are creating your future. You know that's how people create their futures? By visualizing the future. I do dhikr and listen to Quran in my quiet time. Yeah, it goes. Okay, let's see. Reflecting on the future. Yes, that's visualization, Ashraf. Reading a Bible. That's not quiet. I don't know, but it can be considered quiet maybe. What do you think? When you are reading Quran, reading Bible, could that be part of quiet time? I usually reflect on my life and God. Yes. Meditate. Yes. Hello everyone. Aula, welcome. I like doing it at night toward morning prayer, but it helps me a lot. Yeah, that's also another one. Halima, you're getting into something else. That's night prayer. But we're talking about the day, as you start your day. So if you do it night, I think it still counts. Let's see, sometimes listen to the Quran. Hello, okay, who is Geoffrey? Sometimes in my quiet time, I'll be alone and think of sad and happy moments when I cry. You know, something about crying, they say crying is a good thing because you release whatever that you have, the sadness. Some experts, do we have an expert? Miss Casey, you are the expert on health. Crying is not a bad thing. That's why they say that people who say men don't cry, it's not a good thing. They can cry because when you cry, you release that pain, whatever that is. I think it's a good thing. Okay. I only create quiet time when I have too many problems to see how I'm going to. No! Do it every day. Try this. It's a good habit. Do it every day. Don't wait. Don't wait until you have some called. Okay. Thank you. Ziwa Oma. Welcome. Connect with me on Facebook. Okay, let's see. Prayer and Bible reading. Most times when I eat meat on certain day, I become so happy because meat is wow. Geoffrey, I think you are being funny, right? After prayer, I recite tasbih, sometimes alone, climb on the roof and watch the sunrise. Climb on the roof? Where is that? Come back to the quiet street for a while. Yeah, that's good. It's a good habit now. Let's see. Crying is a good thing, yes, for sure. Okay, crying releases yeah, yes. That's good, the built-up emotion. Sometimes I stand and look myself into the mirror and I start to blame myself. What? For failures? You're going to need the one I'm going to. It's coming. Geoffrey, listen to me. I'm about to come to the affirmations. Wow, that's not good. That's not good, Geoffrey. So you're going to pick up a new habit, which I'm going to come to. Okay, we did quite time. I said, let me ask you one simple question. When someone puts a glass in front of you and it has water halfway, a glass has water halfway, and they ask you, do you think this glass is half full or half empty? What's your answer? Please answer, because it has something big I was getting into earlier. Do you tell them that glass is half full or that glass is half empty? You know, he's a funny guy. I told him he needs to be on TikTok. If you say half, let's see. Let me hear. All of you, please participate. Is it half full or is half empty? I'm waiting. I want the one who says it's half empty. Please type half empty. If you believe when someone shows you a glass or a cup, whatever it is, and has something half, do you say half full or half empty? I want half empty, please. Where is half? No! Janet, it cannot be both. No, it cannot be both, Janet. No, I didn't come with my pen today, oh my God. It cannot be both. It's one of the two. Let me see. It's one of the two. I want half empty. Okay, half empty. We got half empty right here. Okay, Geoffrey, why is it half empty? It has some water in it. Why do you see it as half empty? So if you are going to do something, Geoffrey, I'm with you. Please, I want another half empty. Another half empty. Because, Geoffrey, if you are working on something and you get halfway, how do you define that? If you are halfway, because that's what it means. If you are filling up a tank of water and you filled half, so you say it's half empty? Is that how you see it? You know, that's such a limiting belief. I'm not judging you, Geoffrey, but there's something, the comment you put on the mirror, there is some work that needs to be done. Okay, we are doing therapy right here. I'm not a therapist though. It's half full, half empty. Someone is saying half empty. Okay, Halima, explain. Why is it half empty? If you have been putting water in this, whatever, a tank, I use the glass, because that's a saying, and you got halfway. So you say it's half empty. That's what you keep telling yourself. Oh, I have this problem, it's half, or half empty. Really? Okay, half full. And the reason it's half full is because you have to look at the positive. Is that where you're going? Like, I wish someone can explain it better than me. Who is an expert on this? Type, what does half full mean? Why do they say we should be seeing things as half, a glass as half full, the better way? Because, remember, Janet, you said half, you said both. I think when you said both, you are trying to say it can be either, right? But it's not a good thing. That's what I was talking about, that me, I tend to see the negative too. So, in this world of personal development, it's better to focus more on the positive, because this negative pulls you down. So who is explaining half full for me? Who has good language? Yes, be optimistic, see the better outlook. It's the good and bad in it, of the positive and negative. No, Geoffrey, we are trying to not focus on the negative. Hello, Ashraf is here. Ashraf Mukisa. you missed this fun discussion of half full, half empty. So thank you. Now, because I'm always aware of the time. So, I mean, to finish it. So, at some point, I'm going to ask you to suggest your important habits that you haven't mentioned here. But right now, I'm going to say it's so important to have a goal, a big goal. In fact, Can someone go really quickly in the Google? You know, I like all of you to participate. Someone go and find these goals, like short-term goal and long-term goal. What's the definition of short-term goal and long-term goal? Let's see how they define them, because I don't want to get into that. I mean, I don't want to put things that are not facts. So what's the short-term goal and what's the long-term goal? Because I was going to say it's always important to have a goal, and not necessarily one goal. There can be many goals. You could have short-term goals, long-term goals, then you break them down. After they call it reverse engineering. You reverse engineer. That means you start from the finish line and go backwards. So if your goal in 1 year is to make let's say $1 million. 1 million. So your goal is 1 million. Reverse engineer and divide 1 million by 12 months. So you see how much you need to be making every month, and then reverse engineer again and say, okay, every month I have to make 87,000. Okay, divide it by 30 to go to what you need to make a daily and what you need to make a week. So you can set these small chunks of goals. Remember, take a step to better you. You start taking the step to get to that bigger goal. So what's the short-term goal? Let's see. Half full indicates that there is something. Yeah, regardless, it's not full. Yes. So let's see. Simon says, it means a person views the situation optimistically. Yes, hopefully. Yes, that's what you want, Simon. Good. A short-term goal, the goal set for short-term period of time. I want a number, Salma. A real number that is set for a year or two, like that. So a short-term goal takes short time to get. Okay, I want a definition from somewhere. A short-term goal is something you want to accomplish soon. Something that will take you a long time to accomplish. But please put some numbers. I want a number. You say, is it years? Is it months? Short term is what? So people understand. Because I'm about to talk about goal setting. You need to have goals. You know those dreams that you have? Don't lose them. Like those people who are in my Facebook group, I come every Monday and we talk about SMART goals. But you see that we don't really go too far. Like I think the longest we've done there is someone to say, I'll do that in 6 months. But you could have a longer one, a longer term goal, and then you can break it down. Break down to the day. So let's see. Short term means something you want to do soon. I want time. Okay. Short term, months, weeks. Half empty, no. Oh, you came now like almost zero. That's good. Thank you for showing up. Please show up like that so I know who you are. No, half empty is negative. We discussed that. We moved on. Half negative, see everything as when you're done, you have a journey. Like you're walking. You have to walk 10 miles. After you walk 5 miles, you have to see yourself, or like you have to see it as a positive thing. You are going forward. You're already done halfway. But you can't be negative and say, oh my God, I've been walking all these 5 miles. No, maybe, so you want to go back? Those who said half empty, I've just gave you sorry that I'm going back because someone put an answer. If you see something as half empty, like I told about a journey, or you're saving money to buy something, you are halfway. Now, do you want to stop? Do you want to stop because you are halfway? No, because when you say half empty, you are like giving up. Okay, so please, no, half full. A short-term goal is set for you to 3 to 5 years, and short-term goal takes few days. I think short-term could be a short-term goal is set for you to achieve. Wait. I think Doreen, there is a problem there. Wait. It's moving. Short-term, you defined it well. I thought you were going to say long-term. You said 3 to 5 years, and short-term goal takes few days. No, I don't agree, Doreen. I think short-term. You said short-term only. You didn't have long-term. I think maybe you meant long-term. And also short-term doesn't have to be just a few days. Miss Doreen, I'm just thinking. Who else has an answer? It has short-term can be even 6 months. I think could be short-term. What do you think? That's why I wanted something to come somewhere, not from me. I think 3 to 5 years is that long-term. But some people have like 20-year goals, like long term. A short-term goal, something you are likely to do in a near future. I want a number. I want us to, we are learning. I want a number. that when you set a short-term goal, it's like 6 months, or maybe between 1 day and 6 months. Then mid-term, you know, we didn't even say mid-term, then mid-term, and then long-term. Let's see. Someone is saying what? A short, for example, going and completing college as it takes 3 to 5 years, that's a long-term goal. Actually, someone could call that a mid-term. You know, I didn't, because long-term could be something taking you up to retirement. Like something for retirement, like long, like 30 years, could be a long-term goal. That's why I wanted a number. I think, Doreen, that could be mid-term, maybe. Just finishing school, I think that could be mid-term. I don't know that that's long-term. Okay, let's see. Long-term is all your life. 2 years is what? Ashraf Muhammad, 2 years is what? Short-term? A short-term goal is said to be accomplished soon, while a long-term goal is said to accomplish it in future. Yes, we already said that, Zuleika. We already agreed on that. But what time? The times. What is short-term? Because we want to set goals. Of course, short-term goal is said to be, I finished that, and the short-term is any goal you can achieve in 12 months. Okay, now there. That's what I'm looking for. So 12 months or less is short-term. How about long-term? Let's see. 6 months to 6 years is what, Ashraf? Ashraf Muhammad, 6 months to 6 years is what? I think you combined mid-term and short-term. They're all in there, right? Let's see. Rather half full. Yeah, half full is good. It's good. 6 months to 2 years is what? Long term is in a year and beyond. I think we forgot to consider mid-term, and that's my problem. Because there are mid-term goals. Mid-term, long-term is in a year and beyond. Let's see. Short-term is like in a day, 3 months. I think I agree with that. It could be up to 6 months too. Short-term, 12 months and less, while long-term takes 3 to 4 years. So thank you, but what about I'm starting wiping too soon. What about the midterm elections in America? It's 2 years. Every 2 years they have midterm elections. They come every 2 years. Okay, let's see. Geoffrey, example of a long-term goal is Museveni ruling. Geoffrey, don't bring politics here, please. Museveni ruling Uganda for 35 years. That's long. Yeah, that's long. Maybe he wants life. Who knows? I think he's going to be like Idi Amin, ruling Uganda for life. That was his goal. Okay, Khalid, a short-term goal is a goal that is finished within 3 months to 3 years. To 3 years? Are you sure? 3 years is also considered short-term? Then what about mid-term? 12 months and less is short-term. I think I could agree with that. A short term takes 6 months and long term 5 years. I think that's reasonable. Now, let's get to the goals. Do you all have any long term goals? You know, when you see me here, I'm always talking short term. Short term. We talk short term in my group, and we come and update them every Monday. Every Monday, you set your goal. It could be for 6 months, and then every Monday, we break it down. Then every week, you come and say what you did. But we need to start thinking long term. Most of you here are younger people. I think you are all younger than me. Who is older than me? I'm 54. Who is older than me in the chat? I don't think there is one. I challenge you. No one is older than me. Okay, Ashraf, a short term takes, we did that. Mid-term goal is between 2 to 3 years. I think so. Oh yeah, I have a long-term goal. Okay, let's declare them. You know, they say when you declare them, they happen faster. And I believe it. So, anyone older than me? I don't think so. Let's talk about long term, because short term can say, oh, I want to do that, I want to do that, but have you thought about the long term? So let's declare the long term. Who wants to declare now in the chat? What's your long term goal? We define long term as it has to be longer. I think let's talk about 5 years later, and something you want to do more than 5 years from now, like it's beyond. Who wants to do it? Who wants to do it? What do you want to be? For me, mine, I want to retire financial with no debt, with no depending on anyone. I have enough money to retire. That's mine. I just declared it. And I want that to happen in 10 years from now. How about that? 65. By 65, I want to have enough money to be an old person who's not needy, who's just helping others and helping myself. I just declared mine. So who wants to? Please don't put things in here that are links or anything. I see YouTube responding. Geoffrey, YouTube, you are doing something YouTube doesn't like. I don't know what you just did there. Remove it. Okay. You wanted me to read to see it? Okay, let me see it. My time goal is to go live in land and then die there because those whites colonized that. No, they blocked you, Geoffrey. Be careful. Be careful. You made a comment about Museveni. Now you're making another comment. Be careful. YouTube is monitoring. Please remove it. Remove that. Be careful. Don't bring politics. Don't bring things that are going to bring trouble here. Delete that, Geoffrey. Okay, be careful. Stick with your normal conversation. Okay, don't bring politics. Okay. Wow. What? Okay. Long-term goal can take to 5 years. Okay. So what's yours? What's yours? Long-term goal. Getting your PhD. Yeah. Let's clap for you. You declared it. Let it happen. During PhD. During PhD. That's good. I want to start my poultry farm in 6 years from now. That's good. Start now. The poultry farm, you can start now. Maybe you want it ready by that time. Is that what you're saying? Or you're going to start 6 years from now? We are talking about things we want to complete, to be done by that time. Okay? PhD, that's good. Zuleika, start a PhD before 40. That's Zuleika, PhD too? Oh my days. What? Yeah. Okay. Doreen, pivot my own career in two fields I'm passionate about. But you just said PhD though. You know, PhD people are academicians. I have 2 PhDs in my family. Academician. Is that what? I don't know. Or academician, but experts. Sorry, experts. Is that really what you want to do? I don't know. I respect them. I respect people with PhDs. They are experts. Okay. To study in London. In London. Why is that a long-term goal? Remember we said things that won't happen 5 years or later. Really? That could be a short-term one. You can go study in London. You have look for scholarships. Why London? I'm wondering why. Okay, short-term goal is something you want to do in the near future. Long-term goal is something you want to do. Yes, we are discussing a long-term one. My goal is to get into the B and I quote. Oh! I love that. I love that. Robert would have done a good job. You want to go in the B and I, can do whatever you want. Retire. Who wants to retire at 40? Robert retired, I think, at 37. He retired at 37. Okay. Wait. Master's degree in law. That's good. That's good. My goal is to get into the B and I read that. I think my organization, Charity, would have prospered. Okay. I think the way you're declaring it, Isaac Khalid, the way you are declaring it is not strong enough. The language you are using around your goal. Let me go back here. The language you just used there, it seems like you don't believe in it strongly. Please, believe it. Believe it. I think my organization, which is Charity, would have prospered. Declare it as finished. We say I'm going to get that. That's the last one, I think. The last one. I actually didn't put it. It's going to be the next one. You have to declare it as strongly, more strongly, if you want it to happen. Okay, let's see. Financial free, helping the needy, enjoying my grandkids. Yes, I love that, Janet. Okay, let's see. Because I'm planning it from now. I need it to happen 3 years from now. Okay, that's good. I'm going to pay for it. Very expensive. Financial independence, me too. Financial independence, call it, get it close. The people I asked who started the groups, did you start reading? Did you start reading these books? If you follow what they're saying, you get there. Okay. The last point. Now, before I even leave the goal setting, please write it down. Write it down. And remember, I talked about the happy place. Before you write down your goal, write it down like it's done. My final goal is to be self-sufficient and be contented while life and be able to see the world. Yes, everyone wants that, but doesn't happen. They did a study of 25 men. I talk about it in my motivation. 25 men, young men. They were good. Everything was good. They were 25 years. 100 men, 25 years, and everything was good at that time. And they asked them, they weren't asking you. They said, what's your goal? What's your goal? What's your goal? And they all said they're going to do it by the time they're 65, financial independence. But when they followed up with them, who can remind me the numbers? Janet, who's watching me a lot on my motivation, because I may get the numbers wrong. Lydia normally reminds me. Lydia's not here. By the time they were 65, only, was it 2 who were financially independent? Janet, do you remember the numbers I quote all the time? I think 2. Was it 4? No. 1 was rich. I think 3 were financially independent, like the way we were saying. They're not depending on anyone. So the total was, I think, 4. But the rest, okay, some had died. But I think, was it 54 that were depending on relatives? They're depending on children and others. They didn't do it. It didn't happen. But yet they're so excited. What was the number? 5 were rich. Okay, 5 were rich, but only 5 were rich. They were financially free out of the 100. That's why you hear the rich people always quoting those numbers. Only 5 will make it. Only 4 will make it. Only 1. Sometimes there's only 1 out of 100. We all want it. And I have evidence in my Facebook group. That's why I see it. I have my statistics. I see the people who come and who do it and who don't. So we all have the desire, but it's not strong enough. Remember, our why is not strong enough. So it's good to declare it, yes, but doing the work. Most people give up quickly. Okay. And that goal is to sufficient to be contented. Okay. 5 were rich. Yeah. My goal is to become financial independent. Yes. It's good, Moonlight. It's something you want to do in the near future. The near future can mean today, this week, this month, or even a year. Okay, 5%. Yeah, 5%. But there's actually statistics that say it's actually 4%. Those people, whole companies call it 4% statistics. Only 4% will do it out of 100. So we are all excited here. We are declaring, but very few people take action. It's consistent action. Consistent action. We write it down, you don't forget it. So, write down your goal. And I was about to mention that be in a happy place. When you are writing down your goal, maybe you remember Halima talked about the night, praying at night. Nighttime is the best time. When everyone is sleeping, this is starting to affect me. When everyone is sleeping, wake up, take a moment, and get to the happy place. I talked about the happy place as a place where you feel good. You go back in your life when you did something well, when you felt good, and then be in that happy moment when you are writing down and reviewing your goal. Some people say, write down your goal. Number 1, you have to write it down like it's done. And you have to write it like a SMART goal. You have to be in my group to go into SMART goals. But it has to be the way the SMART goal. I don't want to go into SMART goals right now. But it has to be written in a certain way, and has to be written like you can write it like it's done. For example, $1 million in my bank account, you put the date. I have, not I will have, no, maybe I might have. Remember, I was commenting about someone who said the organization, that kind of stated like it's done. Because I have an audio. Doreen, he just asked me recently for that audio. Nothing. I keep saying to my group, come get this audio. The guy says, as long after you write it down, and by the way, I have evidence. I've done some things and they've happened. When you write it down as done, consider it done. As long as you take action. As long as you read it daily. Look at it daily. Remember we talked about being grateful, that space. Maybe you have a gratitude journal. Write your goal down right there. People say keep reading it every day. As writing it down every day, it sticks in your subconscious mind. They say it's like ordering in a catalog. You know how you have a catalog? Like you go and you say, I want that, I want this, and I want that, and I want that. But you have to believe it. It's about the feelings, how you feel as you're doing it. Do you doubt it or you believe it? And these people who teach the subconscious mind, I think I've been watching the way they teach it. This is something to do with God. It's God. They know how you communicate with God in a way that you believe it, and He makes things happen for you. He lines up things for you. So be grateful, read your goal, believe that's going to happen, and it's going to happen. So write it in the present. I have $1 million. You want to go to London? I am in London already. Put the day though. Put the day when you're going to be in London, but write it like you're already there. I'm already in London, or I finished my PhD. I'm happy and grateful. I like to add that on the when I'm writing. I'm happy and grateful that I have my PhD. The date. All those who put PhD, put the date when you want your PhD to be done and consider it done, but do the work. Remember, be, do, have. Be, do, have. No, we're getting too much stuff now. So write your goals down and read them. Someone talked about the mirror. Someone said we will talk about you standing in a mirror crying. No, you need to stand in a mirror affirming the things you want to happen in your life, not to cry. That's the next success habit that I'm about to get to. Let me fast my fan back on. The goal, write it down like it's already done. Now, the other habit I'm going to talk about to do with limiting beliefs. We all have them. This is going to be my last goal, except if any one of you have something you want to add. Everyone has what they call limiting beliefs. Something you believe you cannot do. Something you believe like if you are not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I cannot do that, I'll never do that. Those kind of things. So if you have those kind of things, the way to solve that problem is having the habit of affirmations. They are statements, they are positive statements that you make, that you say, that will reverse that. You are beginning, you don't believe it. Today I want to speak like I'm speaking to Geoffrey alone. Geoffrey, if you don't mind, put in the all of you, by the way, let's do it for all of you. Any of you who wants me to write an affirmation statement for you, put what you think you are not good at, or you are, for example, if you think you are ugly, say I'm ugly. If you think I'm too short, put it in there. But that's good, right? That's good. Put something you feel bad about yourself. Like, I cannot do that. Something that's limiting you. I'm going to write a statement for you. Hello. Long term is something you want to do further into the future. Yes, we did that. Kasim Musome Somesa Quran. Kasim Somesa Quran. What's that? We should apply. Yeah, the 10x rule. Although the 10x rule, Ashraf, at this level, we can't say 10x. 10x when people have not done 1x, 2x. Okay? 10x sounds good, but how many people do it? I know he said 10x, but how many people can do 10x? Some people cannot even do like the basics. So I know the 10x, but I cannot talk 10x here. I'm sorry, Ashraf. Okay. Being financially stable, that I'll be just helping others in charity. You know, people say that a lot. Omar, not to attack you. Everyone loves that. But I say, if your long-term goal is to be financially stable and helping others in charity, are you helping others in charity now? That's what I said. Because there's someone who said that, okay, you say I will share money when I have more. Okay, if they're saying 10%, it's 10% of 10,000 and 10% of 1 million. Which one is easier to give? Start by practicing giving now. So don't say when I retire or no. Now. Start helping now. Then help more as you make more. Okay? And more blessing will come. Lack self-confidence. Okay. Thank you. And I'm not good enough. But to some people, I feel proud, but most times I see my pride leading to. So do this. With you, Geoffrey. Thank you. Thank you. Upload. You get a piece of paper. Get somewhere, or on your phone. I don't know how you're gonna do it while you're watching me. Let me create statements for you from what you just said right there. Geoffrey, this is what you need to write and what you need to read in front of a mirror. Everything, I don't know, you can even write it right there. You're going to say, I am confident. I am confident. I am confident. Say it every single day in front of a mirror. Look at yourself in the eye, like this. In the mirror, I am confident. I am confident. And then the other thing you said, I'm not good enough. Of course you are good enough. I'm good enough. That's the happy place. Remember I talked about the happy place? You remember even one time when you did something and you felt good. That's the only time reference I want you to have. Keep that thought going. If you did it one time, you can do it again. If you did it, if you are good in that moment, you can do it again. Stop pretending, okay? Don't pretend. It's not good. It's not good for you. Remember, we talked about connecting the soul. The soul is not believing it that you are good. So it's not believing it, but you're going to believe it with this. You're going to believe it, say it, but then start doing things that make you feel confident. For example, the knowledge. Let me give you an example. You see this book that I read? You've been watching. Start sharing with your friends what you're learning from this book. Let's see how it does for you. It's going to build your confidence because you're going to show that now you know something. Now, oh, I'm smart too. I know this. They didn't know that. I just shared. See what I mean? You are confident. You are smart. You are everything you think you are not. So write statements that affirm. You put they say everything. Experts, not me. I am. Anything you write after I am will follow you. All of you who are listening to me, try this at home. You know, they say don't try this at home. And I'm saying try this at home. Sit down. Think of all those things you think you are not. Reverse them and write, okay, if you think you are weak, say, I am strong. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am the opposite of those things you think you are not. Write it, read it, think of it. Those moments, the quiet moments we talked about, read that. Read it, repeat it. I'm telling you, people who have done this, they say it's wonders. If you want to do it in the mirror, do it. If you want to write it everywhere, where you are, that you see it everywhere, write it. Within, it doesn't happen in one day, but slowly, and then do things that make you feel good. Learn more, learn a skill, do something, master something. If you're lacking confidence, Geoffrey, master something. You go learn something and master it. Come on YouTube and share what you know. YouTube will help you. If you go learn something, by the way, Geoffrey, contact me on WhatsApp concerning this topic. Because I'm going to come up with something you're going to do on YouTube, on your YouTube channel, so that people come and learn from you. It's going to help your confidence, okay? I'm done with Geoffrey. Therapy. I'm not a therapist, by the way. Okay, we finished that. Writing now. Yes. I'm a good public speaker, but nevertheless, there is a monster called fear in me. But you know, I am one of them. That's my biggest fear, public speaking. Okay? So the way you conquer that is by speaking more. That's the only way to do it. You just go speak more. That's how you conquer the fear of public speaking. But people who have addressed large gatherings, they say there is something they do behind. There is something they do before they stand up to speak. There is always something that boosts them. You could listen to a motivational message, maybe you meditate or do something. There is always a habit they do behind, before they show up. Because they all say, they're all scared. No one was born confident to do that. Some people are natural a little bit, but they say every single person has a little bit of scare before they stand up, because the audience is different. Okay, let's see. That's a tip for you. Do it more. And also have a practice, something you do. I think that's the happy place that I'm talking about. Remember a time when you did it well. Or go watch someone who does it well. You're going to copy, but there is something they do behind the scenes before they show up or to speak. Okay. Fear is in everyone who speaks, they say. Okay, but you gain confidence as you go. And also master the topic. Master what you're talking about. that you don't need to have notes or anything, because if you're going to read a speech and maybe there are facts and you got them wrong, see stuff like that, master the material that you're talking about, so it flows. It's easy. So you're not nervous. I'm going to watch because I'm on and off. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so anyone, I'm done with the habits. We're going to the money. Who is, not so many people put their negatives, what you are not confident about, so you can write affirmations. Sure that at least people are civilized, and I'm pretty sure they are. Okay, you said, my goal is to ensure that at least people are civilized, and I'm pretty sure they are. Why did you add that? If your goal is to make sure people are civilized, that means you saw a need somewhere. You saw something lacking. So why are you saying, I'm pretty sure they are? I'm seeing doubt, Scarlett. I'm so sorry. You are doubting. Please don't doubt. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Or you are worried about this chat. Don't worry about this chat. No one is going to judge you. If you feel a need to share, where are you? I'm going back to what you wrote. You need a happy place. That people, where did he write it? Okay, I'm calling. Please, don't minimize it. If you feel there is a need, just go take care of it and don't minimize it. It seems like there is a problem you're trying to solve. Just go solve it. Yes, put in your input, okay? Keep coming. I enjoyed you here. I enjoyed seeing you here on this channel. Come some more. Okay, but the most of the fear of change, no. I used to fear change too. I used to work in the revenue authority, I tell you, those in Uganda. And they came with all these changes. I said, oh my God, everything's changing and changing. But as I grew older, now I know change is good. Because if you don't change, then you can't get better. So start looking at things. Okay, I'm happy. Let me give you a statement that you want to use for that change. I'm excited when things change. I'm excited for change. I look forward to change. Stuff like that. Those should be your statements now to change that. Okay? I think you need to be around us a lot, Geoffrey. It will help. I'm going to the money. Only if you have a habit you want to share. Money time. By the way, someone is helping me out today. Moonlight is going to help me writing the winners so you can move this faster. So when I say this one, 111, she's had the record already, all lined up, just to plug in the numbers, okay? So we can finish this quickly. Who is ready? I fear poverty. Oh, I'm happy and grateful. Money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. That's for you, Ashraf. I'm happy and grateful. Money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. That's Bob Proctor. That's what you need. But if you fear poverty, then give, share, every day. Have someone in your pocket. You know those people, the beggars on the street? Have someone in your pocket. That's for you, Ashraf. You need to give. If you are scared of giving, they say, what you fear, you create. Have you heard of that? Who has heard of that statement? What you fear, you create. That when you're scared of something, you get more of it. What you fear, you create. So, Ashraf, don't be scared of poverty. Just give. Just share what you have. The little you have, share with others. Those who are ready, I'm here. I want to see that all the regulars are showing ready. When I say ready, I'll do ready one time, then I'll move. Okay. Julie is ready. Charles is ready. Sandra is ready. Sandra, I was very impressed last time with you. The way you answered, because it was your first time here. You did a good job. Zuleika is ready. Doreen is ready. Moonlight is ready. Aula is ready. Where's Janet? Where's Janet? Today we don't have Fred. And how about I saw Ashraf Mukisa a little bit. He disappeared again. He was here a little bit. Halima, are you participating in the money? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, when I see a new name like Musa Rwanga, did you watch the videos? 81 and 82? Did you watch? Okay, who else is the regular we don't see here? Moonlight, Who do you have on your list who is not here in the chat, who you don't see? Let's see, Doreen. No, not Doreen. Who? Agaba. Agaba? Where is... I want to make sure everyone is here. Oh, she didn't come. Zulaika. Is Agaba here? You know, I call her Agaba for a reason. We have another Mario. She's not on today? Okay, I have Kasim Wenji. That's a new name. Welcome. Did you watch? Where are you based, Kasim Wenji? Where are you? Which country? Are you in Kenya or Uganda? Or UAE or where? Yes, I'm ready doing with the little I have, Madam Sherifa. Okay, good. You are all ready. I'm about to read. The first question is free. I like to warm you up. The first question, there's no money. You just put on your answer. This is the question. You know, whenever I record these videos and I get tired of repeating the same thing, but I still do it, I always show the quadrant and I explain the quadrant. So this is just to warm you up, because I see people who answer questions and they don't name the letters right. That's why I'm doing this. I want to make sure we all know the quadrant and what it stands for. So you're going to respond like this. This letter means that. This letter means that. So you're going to put four letters and what they stand for. So start. What the 4 quadrants, put a letter and what it stands for. Take your time. So all four needs to show up. I want to make sure that people I'm dealing with, they really understand what the quadrant is. So start. But it's free. There's no money. Uganda, Kiwuli. Okay. You know Aula? Welcome. No, you have to put all of them, all 4. It's a review. I want to make sure we all understand what the quadrant is. The reason I repeat it in the videos, I'm assuming that is a new person watching the video for the first time. But for all of you who are here, you have to master these letters, because I see people using them the wrong way right here in the chat. A few people do that. So please take the time. I'm waiting for that. Then I have 4 questions. 4 questions, but I designed them in a way that at least everyone should win something. I intentionally did that. Oh, Habiba, let comers eat bones. You are about to eat bones. Welcome, though. Welcome. We finish Success Habits. When you find time, watch them. Okay, I'm now going to write down the names here as you do it right. Okay, Julie, you said employee, a small business owner. Wait, I just okay, Julie. The other thing you have to mention on S, you have to put 2. You have to put 2. Yes, like the way you see Musa did it. Oh, Musa, you are new, you did that. Julie, look at the way Musa answered it. That way. That's how you put the S. Yeah, but Musa, they don't have to be large business. Any investor, okay. We assume a large business investor, but actually don't have to be a large business investor. Just investor. Because we saw from what Robert was saying, you could be an employee, but you could also be an investor. It's just investing in stocks. You don't have to be a business to be an investor. Okay, that's for Musa. You can be an employee and investing your money in the stock market. So you're an investor. Okay, let's see. Salma says self-employed, be business owner, I investor. Okay, but S is actually for both. Small business and self-employed. You know, small business and self-employed are not the same thing. You can be just accountants and lawyers, and they could be just self-employed, not small business. Okay, it's good I asked you to do this. Geoffrey, employees, self-employed, large business. Yes. Now, Geoffrey, when you do S, it means self-employed, but also small business. The two can be different. A person who is an accountant, they can be just an accountant as a self-employed person, but not necessarily a business. They just, I don't know if you, it could be confusing. Someone can run it as single, like one person, not really, just a self-employed person, professional. E means employee. Geoffrey, I finished Geoffrey. Sandra, E means employees. S, small business. Small, yes. B, business owners. And as we do this, what's the difference between small business and large business? For those of you who want, for the fun of it, if you want, answer it as I'm reading through this. What's the difference between S as a small business and B? What's the main difference? There is only two things that happen in a large business that don't necessarily happen with a small business. Okay, the two defining factors that makes it a big business. Charles Wassaja, let's see, Moonlight. E, employee, A, self-employed, B, business owner. Yes, also Moonlight, correct that. There's self-employed and small business. Then Wassaja says B, large business, I, investor, small business. Okay, the better way to write it, Charles, is to do it the way he does it. Always start with E. E-S-B-I, okay? The order matters. Always start with an employee, okay? Small business, so you had to have a self-employed person there. Investor, large business. What do you think? Should I review all these or should I move on? Employee, small business, okay, means self-employed? Yes, but I think I'm taking too much time on this. I'm going to review this later. Okay, I'm going to review all this later because but I think you are all doing the review that I was intending it for. I want to make sure we all know what it is. And also that a self-employed person may not necessarily be in a small business. It could be just a self-employed person. They are an accountant over there or a lawyer. They're doing their law and you come hire them. They do their thing. But they're not necessarily running a business. You see the difference? Okay. Employed. Okay. I think I'm not going to stay on this too long. Let me see the difference between a big owner house, 500 employees. Actually, Ashraf, you're going to the definition by like the government or whatever. But actually it could be a big business without having 500 employees. By the definition that he's talking about. The biggest thing is that, yes, they have a system that runs itself when they're not there. That's the biggest thing that happens with a large business. You can set up things and go on vacation, and the things will be okay when you come back. They have employees, they use two things. They call it other people's business. Who can say it? Who can say it? What I was about to say. Other people's and other people's, two things. Other people's and other people's, two things they use, the large business. Who remembers that? I was about to say it. OPT and OPM is what they do. They use other people's time and other people's money to set up the large business. And the definition, if you can go on vacation for a month and come back and your business is the way it was or even better, you are a large business. So Ashraf, it doesn't necessarily have to be 500 employees, but as long as you can leave and find it okay. Yes, OPT and OPM. OPT and OPM. OPT, not OPT and OPM. Other people's time, meaning employees, and other people's money. They use other people's money. Investors, banks, that's how they do it. Okay, we do that. Let me go to the money now. Please be ready. Yes, OPT. Actually, it's OPT and OPM. Look at Julie, the way she said it. That's the right way. OPT and OPM. Other people's time and other people's money. That's what they stand for. So Ashraf is OPT and OPM. They are two separate words, abbreviations. Other people's time and other people's money. Okay, I'm moving. I know Malaysia is about to sleep. Yes, you did that, Charles. OPT, OPM. But I didn't pay any money yet. And now you're going to the money. And I'm assuming you are ready. Okay? I'm assuming you are ready. Yes, other people's time, other people's money. So if you can master those, all those people who are saying you want to be retired, financial free, master that. How do you use other people's time? That means you hire people. How do you use other people's money? That's you either invite other people to invite in your business, to invest in your business, or you use a bank. I don't believe in bank loans with interest. If you can get a loan without interest, then I'm in. If a bank can give you, but if you can have money from other people, people can you pitch, and other people come and invest in your business. That would be great. Okay, I'm ready to read. Okay, this is the question. I'm going to be more strict today, but I'm hoping that each one of you will get out at least some money for data. Okay. Question number 1 for the person who's writing. Moonlight. Remember, you also have to answer the questions. So, Moonlight, write. This is question number 1. And I'll tell you who won it. I'll move quickly. I may allow for maybe the first 2 answers. Maybe. Let's see how it goes. Because I have to think of the internet slowing or something. But the first maybe 2 or 3 answers to pop up. Rich Dad taught Robert. Remember, Rich Dad, Robert learned from his Rich Dad. That he said this. It's actually a statement. You're going to complete it. Rich Dad was telling Robert, be careful when you take on debt. If you take on debt personally, make sure it's small. If you take on debt, large debt, make sure complete that. Rich Dad had told Robert, be careful when you take on debt. If you take on debt personally, make sure it is small. If you take on large debt, make sure what? If it's large debt, if you borrow a lot of money, make sure what? That's the answer. The first maybe 2 or 3 that get it right. Okay, Moonlight, you are the first one. You're going to record yourself? Moonlight, the first 3. Wait. Are you done? Are you all done? Because the one recording, you are in trouble. Number 1, put down your name as number 1 who won this. Let me tell you the ones who didn't. So I don't know how you're going to do it, Moonlight. Maybe you're going to go back to the chat. I'm going to just tell you the ones. Who is this? Mayanja Abul Bas. Tell me. Who are you? Thank you. When the debt is person, it should be small on someone else. Okay, I'm going to name only the people who didn't get it right. Please stop. I'm going to name the people who did get it or who did get it. I don't know. It's faster to say who got it or who didn't get it. Okay, now. Tell me, can we all trust Mariam to sort through these answers so I can move to the next question? But then she has to... Moonlight, respond to me. Can you sort through these answers for anyone who said someone else has to pay for it? Because some answers are not correct. Can she do it? Someone else pays for it. Omar is correct. Let me go back to the top. I think let me be fair. Let me read through all of it. Quickly though. I'm going to read who is right. The rest, I think we just forget. Because I'm going to say who got it right, okay? Are you ready, Moonlight, to record? Someone else is recording today. And if I say your name, you are correct to demand that I didn't send your money. Because I'm going to be very, very clear. Moonlight is number 1 with the correct answer. Someone else, Doreen, is 1. Now, Aula, you didn't make a very clear answer. I'll give one pays it. I'll give it to you, but if someone else pays it, the complete. Aula is correct. Let's see. Make sure someone else is to pay for it. Musa is correct. Musa is a new name. Moonlight, add Musa at the bottom there on the list. Pays it. Who pays it? Simon. Who pays it? I don't think that one is correct. I'm sorry. Simon. I think you see how you're different. The answer is different from Aula. Aula says 1 pays it. At least you can understand 1. Someone else is not paying it. But your answer, Simon, I will not take that one. Just be prepared on the next one. So Simon, no. Someone else is paying for it. Mariam, Agaba is here. I was thinking she wasn't here. Agaba, yes. Zulaika, someone else, yes. Zulaika is good. You can pay it off. Salman, no. That's not true. When the debt is personal, it should be small. It's large, debt should be on someone else. When the debt is personal, it should be small. If it's large, debt should be on someone else. But is that the same answer though, Julie? That was not really very clear, seriously. Because the answer should be on someone else. What does it mean? We can give it to you, but with put a star on that, on Julie. The person writing, put a star on Julie. I'm not so sure. Put like half there. We'll see how she does. Make sure it's not your debt. Is that a good answer? No, it's your debt. Geoffrey, no. Make sure someone else is paying for it, but it's your debt. It's recorded in your name. That's a no, Geoffrey. Omar, make sure someone can pay it. Yes. Omar, I'm impressed you are new. Omar is right. Omar is a new one. Moonlight at the bottom. I think I'll go back to this video myself later. One, so I don't take too much time. 1 pays it. Yes, that's a new one. Kasim, that's the correct one. Ashraf, other people paid. That's correct. Ashraf Muhammad, Habiba, someone else paid. That's correct. Rangamus, Sandra said what? When the debt is personal, it should be small. If it should be someone else, I don't know. Is that English language? Try to reduce the wording. Just make it be clear, okay? So Sandra, that's not a clear answer. No, Sandra, I'll not take that one. Khalid, you have very many days to pay. I'm sorry, that's no. Doreen, someone else paid. Yes. No, Doreen is yes. Someone said Mayanja, I don't know who you are. Please remind me. Then Charles, when the debt is personal, it should be small on someone else. What do you mean? No, I'll say no. I think I have to be very careful. That's not, Charles, what's that? That's not clear. It's not, the answer is not clear and it's not correct. Someone else can pay it. Yes, Omar, I think we did that. Pays it. Simon, that's correct. Someone else pays it. Julie. Charles, what's that? Someone, you change your answer. You people, you change your answers. No, no, I'm not taking it. Sorry, Moonlight. The 2 people changed their answers. They didn't have correct answers before. And that was Charles and Sandra. You have to rebuttal that. If you want to rebuttal, put comments. I'll say no. You have to see other people's answers before you put that. Because I read the answers before. If you want to rebut, text me. Text me on my phone. I have to move on. Those answers came from other people's answers. That's my opinion. Okay. I need to be a little bit tougher because people come ready with the answers and others look at the chat. Okay, that was number 1, Moonlight. I'll go back and check myself, but you record. Number 2. So how do you make sure someone in number question 1, how do you make sure someone else is paying for it? Give an example quickly in like simple terms, like what happened. How do you make sure someone pays the loan on your behalf? How do you make sure that? Quick. Is that he gave a very simple example. Put your answers. That's a different question, by the way. In 1, he said someone pays for it if it's a large debt. So, like what example? What example is he giving? Always. Put in the chat, please. What kind of loan would someone pay for on your behalf? Faster, please, faster. You know, this is very interesting. Why am I not seeing? Is it because there's no single correct answer right there? It's not there. From what Robert always talks about, having a mortgage, I don't see the simple answer that I was hoping to pop up. What's going on? I think we may have to debate this one, because the thing about becoming a bank was about him lending money. Yeah, just one person answered it correct. One person answered it correct. And stop, please. I'm going to another question. Only one person got it right. That's Ashraf. Rental property and the tenants pay for it. The thing about bank and banker was about him having money to lend to other people. That's what it was. It wasn't about paying off debt. Please. No. Julie, no. I thought it was easy when I was putting it down here as a question. Only Ashraf explained it. When you, maybe because, I don't know, maybe I thought it was an easy answer. When you buy a property, you put people to rent it. So when they rent it, the money you get out, you pay off the loan. That's what he means, always. He says it all the time. What he was explaining with bank and banker, he was talking about lending his money to people. It wasn't about paying off debt. You agree? Okay. Yes. That's the tenants. That's what I thought was going to be the simple answer. The tenants pay off the loan. Because you collect rent and you pay off the loan. Slowly. You get the money, you pay off. You get the money, you pay. That's how you pay it off. That's what they do. The other transaction was very, very different. It was about making money. Okay, let's move to another one. Ashraf only on that one, number 2. Number 3. Okay, now here you have an opportunity, and I intentionally put these in for every single person to have an opportunity. Only if you didn't watch these videos. 4 different answers. Please type only 1. Leave others to have an opportunity too. Okay? Give 2 of the magic words Robert used when he was advertising a house for sale. The words he put on the sign to say this house is for sale. The word that he was using so the people came running. Just one, please. 1 line only. 1 line. 1 line only. Doreen, I'm going to ask you to add another one because I said house for sale. I said that already. It's a house for sale. But what did he add? Please, Doreen, answer another one. Add one more. What did he say that attract people to come running? Continue. Doreen, add another one. I know you have another one. Okay, more. All of you, please, because I put this to give you an opportunity to win. Are you down? Are you done? Okay, I'm going to say the people who don't have the correct answers, but I don't know whether when I'm doing that I'm being fair. I don't know that I'll be fair if I ask you to change your answers. But let me tell you the ones who don't have the correct answer. Geoffrey, he never said no down payment. And Khalid, he never said the payment is low. And Ashraf Muhammad, you just said down payment? What do you mean? Where is Ashraf? You said, and Geoffrey, he never said foreclosure. Okay, now let's pick the one. He didn't say that. So I think to be fair, I'll just take the ones who have the correct answers. So Moonlight, you are writing. Let me, house for sale, house for sale. Okay, house for sale, but that was not what I was looking for. I wish you had added some more. I'll take it, but the house for sale is not what makes them come running. It was saying next. That's why I said it. But because it was one of the things he said, I'll take it. I'm going to start from down. Yeah. Yeah, now you found that. You found that you saved yourself, Ashraf. I'm about to say no. Okay, no. Okay, oh my God. You put in all of them now? Are you watching the video? Okay. I think this is what I'm going to do. Mariam, no. House for sale. I'm going to leave this to Moonlight, but I'm going to check later. Anyone who said these words has a correct answer. I don't know if she can do it. I don't know. House for sale. Let me see what she requires. I'll have to go review this video later because I was trying to save time and we're not saving it. So anyone, Moonlight, listen. Anyone who has house for sale, owner, desperate. If anyone use the word desperate. Anyone who said no qualifying, no bank qualifying. Anyone who said low, not no, but low down payment. It's not no down payment. It's not NO. It's low, LOW. Anyone who said early, monthly, what? Easy monthly payments. I'm going to check later who did it right. So now you're going to trust the process. I'll go review the video and give money where it is because it takes a long time to do these things and I realize it's taking too forever. So I'll review trust where the money I send you, it will be that. But if you didn't have these answers, please don't expect it. House for sale, owner desperate, no bank qualifying, low down payment, is a monthly payment. If I read your name above and you had the wrong answer, and the answer you brought down, and I think I have to be fair, seriously, Ashraf, I have to be fair. The first answer you brought is the answer I should take. What do you think? A vote from the members. The first answer someone brought before others did should be the final answer. What do you say? Because I saw Ashraf, you came back with the correct answers, but the first answer was wrong. Please vote. Let me make it a community decision. When someone changes their answer to a correct one, should we take it or not? Please vote. Yes or no? Or should I always take the first answer? Vote, please. I see this as unfair because people read other people's answers and they go change it. And then after you have a wrong answer and you go change it. Please vote. I won't be making the decision. No, should I allow them to change the answer or no? Change the answer or no? First answer. Only the first answer, okay? Because they are looking at the same screen, now they change their mind. You see, it's not being fair. So if you are choosing the first answer, okay, Moonlight is writing, but actually I'm going to review this video. I'll be the one to determine who won because I'll go by name. What you brought first is the first answer. Because you're copying. You have the chance to copy. Okay? Not fair. Yes. Not fair. Okay. So we moved. I'll go review this video. Let's move on. The man I send you, the man I send you. If you are here and I said you won on something, as you see that we are reading the correct answers and it was on your name, please find me in Facebook and send me a friend request. I need your phone number to send you the money. If you're in a country where they don't take cash on the phone, I can send you these. You can use shop online. the Visa cards. I'll text you the numbers. You can shop with these. But if you want physical money in your phone, find me. Okay. Now, the last question. It also gives you an opportunity. All of you. Okay? So, Moonlight, you didn't give an answer for that one, right? I'm hoping everyone is ready. It's the last question. And it has options, so you cannot win. Please put just one to give others an opportunity. Robert, and I mentioned this in the video that I'll be asking. I'll give you hints as I'm reading. Robert decided to focus on investing in real estate, not stocks. He chose real estate, not stocks. He gave 5 simple reasons. Please name just one. Only one. And remember, the first answer I put out is the one we are taking. It's a community decision. Put on the one, please. Don't put again. Just one time. Keep going. What I'll be doing, I'll be reading what were the correct answers, and then later I'm going to review to see who put the correct answer the first time. Continue. Have you all finished? On top, Moonlight on top. What was your answer? Oh, Moonlight, you are there. Okay, you got it. Okay, are you done? Are you all done? Because that's the last one. You all done, right? And I'm putting to become a banker. I think all of you got this one this time. Financing, taxes. Okay, here are the answers. I'm trying to save time on this process because it takes a long time. Okay, here are they going to be the answers. If you had this against your name the first time, you got it. Pricing, financing, taxes, cash flow, an opportunity to become a bank. Now, a bonus question for free. Just have fun with it. How did he become a bank? Use your own words, and that's the ending of this. But it's not. There's no money on it. How did Robert become a bank? Because you can do that where you are. How did he become a bank? But I'm done. There's no money on this one. You are free to put your answer. How did Robert become a bank? Or how can you become a bank? How did he do it? It was fun. It was a fun thing. I said those people are smart. How did he become a bank? And as I'm doing that, I'm announcing tomorrow. Tomorrow, where I'm discussing if you in your life, you're considering to become a YouTuber or an affiliate marketer. I'm going to talk about the importance of providing value. The importance of, I'm creating it now, providing value as a YouTuber or affiliate marketer. And you have to know that almost all smart YouTubers, sorry to say, they are affiliate marketers. They are doing both. It's not obvious, but they are doing it. Almost all the successful ones, they are doing affiliate marketing. It's hidden. It's not obvious. So the importance of providing value as a YouTuber or as an affiliate marketer. And I'm assuming, or I'm hoping that many of you in the chat, you're going to be either of these two or both. YouTuber or affiliate marketer or both. Who wants to do that? Investing in real estate, financing other people's businesses. Real estate allowed him to become a bank. But you know, you are all not explaining it really good. Real estate allowed him to become a bank, but how? What was he doing? You know, by the way, as I'm talking this, later after I finish this live, I sometimes go back and think about the answers I said not to. And I'm wondering, was it really correct? So like right now, I'm thinking about all those people who said that he was paying off debt by becoming a banker, a bank. Is that really correct? Who can analyze that? How do you pay off the debt by becoming a bank? Who is smart? Who is smart who can analyze that for me? How could Robert pay off debt by becoming a bank? You remember the answer we had where I said I didn't get it, where Ashraf said that he was renting properties? But how could he pay it off by becoming a bank? Because this becoming a bank could be a correct answer. Although it's deeper, it's not so obvious. Okay? So who can help me? Maybe you can go over and reverse those answers and say everyone was correct. Who wants to try and analyze and save everyone who gave that answer? How could he pay off the debt by becoming a bank? Because with becoming a bank, at least the way I understood it, he was giving the people the loan. Instead of getting to the bank to borrow, they were borrowing from him. They were using his money to buy the property. He was giving them the property. He was being the bank. How is that? Had he used that to pay off the mortgage? Anyone understand it? Because yes, but we're talking about paying off the loan though. We're talking about paying off the loans. Remember the way Robert was doing this? That's why I didn't even discuss it, but I talk about it in the videos. Why there's an advantage of taxes. He never takes out the money. It's like when he buys this property, he sells it, he does whatever he does, he rolls it over to another one. The money just moves over. They don't give him the money. It moves from one transaction to another. He doesn't take it out to the bank. Like I explained this in the videos, please, I'm tired a little bit. But he doesn't take out the money. It keeps rolling over to another more higher property, higher value property, like that. So he doesn't get out the money. So I don't think I think the other one was the correct answer. I still stand by my answer. The one Ashraf gave, that he rents out properties, that's the obvious answer. Or anyone who's trying to answer it? Risk, yeah, he laid off the risk. Actually, not real risk, but the expenses. Remember those costs? Someone was giving the answer because he was giving someone the property, and this person was taking over, paying everything. You know, when you have a property, you have to pay maintenance and insurance and all repairs and all that stuff that happens. So someone else is doing it. So who wants to be here tomorrow for what I just said? Be here if you are interested in affiliate marketing or YouTube. And I'm going to share or to talk about the importance of giving value, providing value. We'll put it to what time? I hope this knowledge is going to help. By the way, have you started the group? We had 3 groups, 2 groups. We had Doreen, we had Habiba. Are you still a group leader in your household? Are people reading the cash flow quadrant? No. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, are they watching? And we had a 3rd one. Who was the 3rd one? The one who gave a group. Do you remember? I have it written, but who was the 3rd person? Have you started doing, watching videos or not yet? Okay, the people I gave, Doreen, have you started the groups, the reading of books, watching? Why did you say I'm here, madam? What did you mean? He got some long-term loans in the bank. Yeah, he got loans in the bank. Actually, no. Who said that? Simon? They're not long-term loans. What do you mean, long-term loans? Yes, when you buy a house or a mortgage, yeah, mostly 30 years. But what he does, you know, he is an investor. I think I'm not an investor. I've never been an investor. I think their loans are a little bit different. But if you are buying for a house you live in, they give you 30 years, or you can even refinance it to 15 years. But I think the loans for those people, they can be short. They don't necessarily have to be that long, like 30 years. I don't know. I can't put a number on it, but I think their loans are structured a little bit different. When they're borrowing from the banks to buy so many properties, those are huge loans. He was talking 100 million at some point. Dollars, can you imagine? Hajat, I'm not on Facebook, but how can I get my money? I don't even know if he won a lot of money. How much did you win, you think? Anyone who is less than $10, I may not send it. We may have to wait. I don't know. If you don't have $10, you may have to wait until another time. You asked who wants to be a YouTuber, and I said, yes. So come tomorrow. Come if you want to be a YouTuber. You have to be in my group. But I'm very sensitive about who I approve in my group now. I just removed people. I did it again. I thought I would never do it again, but I did. And I removed long-standing members. I asked them to remove themselves, some of them. They've been here since I started, but I said they're not active, so why are they here? So you have to prove this time, right here, in this group, in this on YouTube, that you really are serious by coming to watch the videos and adding comments, because that's what we do when we are in there. Adding comments, being on YouTube Live, being on premieres, so your name needs to be seen before I approve you in the group. I'm not doing it again. I just removed people. So you have to be an active member, because I call them go-getters. You have to be a true go-getter. So there's something else I started. I started taking people on Zoom. So if you want to be on Zoom, you need to be on this list. Let me give you put your name, your email on that list. If you want to know when I'm on Zoom. But I'm on Zoom just for affiliate marketing. If you plan to join affiliate marketing and you have questions, I'll be putting out emails. You have to make sure your email is on that list. I'll just be sending out an email with a Zoom link and say, if you want to join me, this is the hour. You just come and join. That's how I'm going to do it. People are on that list. If you want to be on my Zoom calls when I schedule them, make sure your email is on that list. Some of you are already on. Okay? But as far as being on my Facebook group, you have to prove yourself now. You have to be active here. Then you'll be inside. But you can find me on WhatsApp though. This is what you do. Do you also want to do affiliate marketing? Omar? Do you want to do affiliate marketing too? Or just YouTube? You want to learn how to make money online? I'm assuming you came here because of Aula. Is that true? Did Aula show you this channel? By the way, all of you, if you want to leave, you can leave. What time do you want to come tomorrow? The same? 10? It's 10 a.m. my time. It will be 5 p.m. for Uganda, 10 p.m. for Malaysia. What time tomorrow? Okay, so around 5 p.m. So tomorrow, God willing, let's meet here again, but I'll be in a different topic. I'll be talking about providing value. It's so important if you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to be an affiliate marketer, if you want to be online at all. You have to provide value. So how do we do that? I'll share what I know. Okay? Yes. Watch out for it. I'll set it up. And I think Malaysia is in bed. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to review the money. I'm going to take time and study this video and decide who is getting what. We have some new people. 9:45. You know, you have to understand the way I do lives. It's not the same as premieres. I set it up, but I may not show up immediately. So please, when you come, you chat. When you see me live, come. But I'm still preparing things. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. Okay, so I can set it up for you, Moonlight, 9:45. But believe me, the real talking will not start until like 10. Okay? But I can make it up. It can be up running. if you want to chat. Okay, thank you all for being here. Yeah, so anyone who comes here because it's Aula, when we talk affiliate marketing, go to Aula. He'll give you a link to watch a video by a partner with Anthony. For me, I'm supporting. I support you. I answer your questions. But Aula can sign you up, okay? I'm trying to encourage him to do more work. Okay, so here, I'm just sharing what I know. But for me, my customers, when I'm doing affiliate marketing, they're actually in the UK, UAE, Canada, if you know anyone like that. I have 2 programs. You can look in the, but don't use the links. Don't use them because they're not for you. You go to Aula. But if you have anyone, any relative you know who is in the UK or UAE or Canada or USA, those, I have another program that will benefit them a lot. But it's not everywhere, okay? So I have both, but this one I let Aula promote it in Uganda. Okay? Yeah, Aula is the man. You support him. He's a go-getter, a true go-getter, I'm telling you. So if you know Aula, pat him on the back when you see him. By the way, soon I may come to Uganda. I want to come, if Corona is not so bad, I want to come to Uganda. Maybe I'll get to meet all of you. Okay. Take care. Be good. I'll take care of the man. If you don't have a phone contact with me, please find me on Facebook and give it to me. Ask to be my friend first. We'll communicate. I'll get you into my world. Okay? Thank you all for being here. Take care. Bye-bye.